Happy Friday, guys, across the world. Happy Friday afternoon to everyone. Guys, I survived my work week. Thank God for another day. Thanking the Lord for His goodness, His grace, and His mercies. Who is like unto God? God is Almighty. Yes, man. Thank Him for another work week that He has brought me through. Your grace and mercy brought me through. One more week, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not a singer, but I worship in my own way to my God. Anyway, guys, how you all doing? How is your week? What was the peak of your week? Yes? What did you enjoy through this week? Did you make a difference to someone? Were you kind to someone this week? Yes? How was your week? Yes, let us drive and talk. Have a look at the road so I can focus on the road as on the live. Okay? Yes, guys. Oof. Yes, my peeps. Have a little look on the road here. Yes, guys. Let me clean up my mirror them. Shape it can look a little bit better. Is it any better, my people? Let me turn this around so see if I can clean up the camera them. Oh, keep it clean quiet. If I tell you, windscreen wiper to keep his skin quiet. Typical Jamaican, isn't it? I'm telling the windscreen wiper for keeping him quiet. No, sir. Girl, serious like judge. Guys, but let's flip the camera because more have to wipe up the what is in there? Right, we can't even find the camera thing them. Lord, I'm a hand in the way. Sorry guys. Wait, we should do this before me come on the live, eh? Yes. God. Sorry, I didn't realize that was no sound. So all the time I'm talking. Oh my days. I'm so sorry. Hi guys, sorry. I was talking about relationship problem. Yes? I'm talking about if you guys have relationship and you're having problem in your relationship. My conversation was that I'm having by myself here. I did not realize that the live was muted. I apologize to everyone. So what I'm saying that if you are a person who have relationship problem and you got your family member, you have your father, you have your mother, your siblings, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, do not tell them what is going on in your personal relationship, especially if you're married, especially if you're not ending that relationship with your partner, or if it's a married, if you're not getting a divorce and you're going to try and work things out with your your partner. Try not to tell your family member about the problem that you're having, because once you tell them about the problem that you are having, right, they're going to look at your partner differently. They're not going to like your partner. They're not going to take your partner the way they used to look at him or her. They're going to become biased now, because remember they loved you, you know. And if they know that you are being hurt by someone, they're not going to feel that they should give that person a time of day. Yes, and if you knew that you are in this relationship and you want to work it to work, right? And you keep on taking your little problem to your family, to your parents, to your siblings, and telling them about what is going on in your life. You are making a bed for yourself. Yes? They said you are making a saddle for your back, right? Because if you're not ending that relationship, you know, when your family member show that person bad face, it's going to reflect on you. They are going to say it's because you did this or you do that, or because I do what you say, why they are treating them that way. So think about it. And it's not good for them neither. You are stressing out your family member when you are taking your personal relationship problem to them, right? No matter how you and your family is, once you start to tell them about something that someone is doing to you, they are going to feel hurt because they love you. Yes, and they're gonna take side. They're gonna be biased. They're not gonna give that person that much attention, or want to have nothing to do with that person that they know that is hurting their family member. So what I'm saying, if you know that you have a family member that you talk with and you are having problem in your relationship, try to keep your problem to yourself, or try to talk to someone else outside that is going to be unbiased, and that's somebody that is going to talk to you positively, right? You don't want to speak to someone that's taking side, because in a relationship, when a relationship is breaking down, it takes two-person to break that relationship down, and it also takes two-person to build that relationship. And when you having problem and you take to your family member, your parents or your siblings, and start to complain to them about your partner, what they are doing or what she are doing to you, right? They're gonna take side, and the side that they're gonna take is your side. And sometimes even when you are wrong, they're not gonna look at it that you are wrong. They're going to only look at it from their point of view, that this person is doing that to you or that person doing that to you. At the end of the day, if this person that you are with, yes, whether you're married to or you live in a common law relationship with that person, if this person that you're with, you want to continue into the relationship with, it is not good for you to take your relationship problem to your family member, because at the end of the day, you're making an enemy for yourself. Because look at it, when your family member treat your current partner bad or give them the cold shoulder, it's gonna reflect back on you, because they're gonna come and say it's because you tell them this or because you tell them that, right? In other words, you're making a struggle for your own back, and it's not healthy for you to take a relationship problem to your family member, because it's gonna break a relationship up. Because two-person meant to be in a relationship, but the minute that you tell your family member you involve them in that your relationship, so you got three person, or sometimes four and five and six in the relationship. So you know what's gonna happen? It not gonna work because anything that's too much people into cannot work. If you want a relationship to work, you know that you have faults and your partner might have a little fault and you can overlook those faults, right? Or you plan to overlook those faults. Work on it with your partner or go to a counselor or go to someone that is not bias, somebody that is not close to you, somebody that you respect and there's somebody that who can talk to you, right? And who is not going to take any side. Look for that kind of support. Do not go to your family member and complain to them because they are going to upset with your partner. They are going to give your partner the cold shoulder. Even if you and that partner make up things 10 years down the line and everything is well, every time something happens, they're going to remember that this partner did do this or do that, and they're going to still have up something in their belly about the partner. So don't do that, guys. Another thing as well, if you have parents is elderly, right, and have high blood pressure and all of those things, taking your personal relationship problem to them is going to make their blood pressure rise. You're going to put pressure on them, right? And you have to remember, old people easily to get strokes, even though young people do get strokes too. But more percent of the older person gets strokes. So you have to think about the problem that you're putting on your older parents, right? Your older family member. Certain things that you're going through, don't keep it to yourself. Yes, pray about it, tell God. Find a counselor, find a therapist. If you're in some country that talk about therapist, find somebody that you can talk to and unload all those burdens to. Instead of you take it to your elderly parents. 'Cause and the worry gonna bring stress on the body. And remember that strokes is one of the biggest problems that elderly person have. And if you want them to be around for a long time, minimize the things that you're telling them about the stress and struggle that you're going through in your personal life. Right? And don't tell your friend about your relationship problem because later on the same friend is gonna use it back on you. Yes? Everybody have relationship problem, you know. Don't think that you see the people them out there they never have problem, but it's how you deal with it. Life is full of problem. Yes, problem make us be the best person we can be. Because if we don't have problems, sometimes we don't know how we can handle certain situation. Yes, we we strive when we have problem because it teaches us to have tenacity. It teaches us to have backbone. Certain problem. Yes, teach us to have backbone. Yes, teach us how to negotiate. Yes, a lot of things that just happen is because problem make it birth. Problem birth a lot of good things, right? Problem birth a lot of good things. I remember even today I was looking at this. I got an NHS email, right? And sometimes when the email block, I also have to call NHS so much time for them to reset back my password and all of that. And look, COVID came and everything changed. Now I can go on my NHS email and I can change my password myself. And that's stem because person have a lot of problem, a lot of blockage of email, and because of the simple that person always have their email blocked, they allow us now that we can do it ourselves online. Before we have to call NHS email and get them to change our password, go through our manager and all of that. And I was laughing to myself and said today, say, yes, the COVID made a thing, lot of things change. Yes, a certain problem that we have in our life. We just have to learn patience, we have to learn endurance, and we have to learn a lot about ourselves, right? When we have a problem first, before we run to anyone else, look at it. Is this something that I can do or deal with by myself? Is this something that somebody I know have dealt with by themselves? How did they work it out? How did they work it out? Can I work it out by myself that I don't have to run to this one or that one to get it fixed? Sometimes look within yourself. What can you do different? Or if you got relationship problem, turn back and look at yourself. What am I doing that causing this problem to arise all the time? What can I do differently to avoid falling to this pit hole all the time? You have to look back because sometimes you have problem in your relationship, but sometimes it stems from you too, right? Because don't no one person make any problem in a relationship. It takes two. Because if you have a partner that is cheating on you, right? And you allow them to cheat on you and you take them back all the time. You are contributing to that cheating problem. Because if from day one, if you had put your foot down and say, you know what, bye, I'm not taking this, and you gone about your business and didn't settle for the second best, right? That person would not be able to treat you that way. Sometimes persons allow persons to treat them the way they are being treated now, right? So a lot of problems can stem from our own reaction or our own behavior. In a relationship, if you allow someone to eat you and you do nothing about it, yes, and they continue eating you, you are allowing the problem. So these are some of the things that you have to look within yourself, yes, and see what did I did wrong. How can I make different? Yes, can you teach another person how to treat you, you know? As a person, you teach another person how to treat you. And you teach them by how to treat you by the things that you accept from them. Right? So you have to look in yourself too. If you've got a relationship problem, look at your contribution to it and try to make better choices. Yes? Better action. Look within yourself. Instead of you go and complain to this one, complain to that one, find a way out how to navigate it that you can resolve some of the problem or some of the things that arise by yourself. Yes? Work on yourself, in other words. Instead that you take your problem to your elderly parents, or take it to your friend, or take it to your family member, or take it to your neighbor, and then later on you hear down the road, down the road, down the road, all around, right? And put unnecessary stress on your elderly parents or on your family member, right? And at the same time, you're not leaving that partner, you're still with them, yes? And your family member have them up because you tell them all the things that this person do to you. You don't tell them that, oh, when it did the first time, I allow him to continue. Or I forgive him and I tell him that it's all right? Just like I'm going to share this with you. I have a friend years ago, not recently, years ago. She married, to this person. She married to the person. I'm not calling the name, but I'm going to talk about the story. She married to this person, and apparently this man is a man, and he wanted a woman to give him money or to support him, right? And she married to him. And he was with her, and then he find another young lady who will like him and who will give him money. And he bring the idea to his wife that, oh, she's gonna give me some money and that I can get some money to set up this business or whatever. She as a wife don't stand and say, no, I'm not gonna settle for that. No, I'm not putting up with that. No, she agree with the young man, right? She agree with her husband. It's not her boyfriend, it's her husband. She agree with him to date the woman to get money. Now when the young man start to stay at the woman house overnight now and start to stay at the woman house later and later and more, she starts to fuss. So one day I went up to their house, yeah? Because he's my friend, right? So I went up to their house. It was a Sunday afternoon. And I went up to their house now. And she was down my house. First, she was down my house because the man not coming home and she not coping well. So she was down my house from the night before. So in the morning, in the day now, after everything, I went up to her house. The man came, right? And she was fussing with the man, fighting with the man. And you know what the man said is, you agree with me to go and talk to this woman because you want me to get money so you can open business. I was so shocked when the man said that because she was I know telling me how the man do this and the man do that, and the man just come and say, why you say all of these things for? You know what we plan, you know what the story is. And now because I'm staying over there more now you're getting upset. And I'm like, really? There's no way I'm gonna have my man and my husband and put up with nothing like that. You understand? So you can't she can't complain now. Because when he first came and tell her about the kind of plan. She should have run him away, put him in a place, and let him know I'm not settling for that. I'm not gonna have that. Yes, but she agree with it. And when it's getting out of hand, that's the time she make it up nice. And sometimes we women put up with a lot and allow man to do a lot, and then we complain when we can't get our way again. Yes, we have to know what we are doing. We teach a man how to treat us, just like a woman teach a man how to treat them. It's the same thing. Yes, you have to just like a man teach a woman how to treat him. I mean, sorry, you have to know what you will tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate and what you're not going to put up with. You have to know it, right? So, two things I'm talking about when you have your relative and your family member and you have relationship problems. Let me go over it. Do not take your problem to your relatives because they are going to resent your partner. And if you're not leaving your partner, you're staying with that partner, they are going to always feel some type of way about your partner because you first go and tell them about your relationship problem. And they're going to be always in your relationship because you invite them in by telling them your business, right? So try not to tell your family member, your parents about your relationship problem. Another thing as well, try not to tell your elderly parents about your relationship problem because you're going to stress them out. If they have high blood pressure, the pressure is going to get higher, right? And remember, one of the problems that elderly person mostly face is strokes. So you have to think about what you're telling them, all right? You have to think about what you're telling them, all right? Even if you're dying, yes? As long as your breath's still in the body, don't tell them nothing. Get what I'm saying? All right. The next thing, do not settle for certain foolishness with your partner, and then when it get out of hand, now you're gonna make nice. Make nice from day one. That means that they know that you're not gonna put up with no rubbish, or you're not gonna put up with nothing that is not right. Right? Because once you give them an inch, they're gonna take a yard, and they're gonna take 10 yards too. You understand? If you get them, if you're with a man and he start to slap you every minute, pass a slap you. Yes, me no know that. No come slap me up. Me no want you slap me. You practice to beat me. Me no want a man practice for me to beat me. Yeah, some man you pass a slap you on your bottom. Me no want nobody slap me like that. Hello. Cause me not teach you to beat me. Me no want nobody practice to beat me. You get what me I say? Me no hear them kind of craziness there. That me I say. Me no hear nobody have no partner outside and me know about it and me happy with it. Where if it's not me, it's somebody else. Go on. You understand? That's how me look at it. Yeah. So you have to teach a man how to treat you. You gotta teach a woman how to treat you as well. All right. This is what me I talk about today. Teach your partner how to treat you, and also when you're going to complain about your partner, talk about your part too when you do wrong. Because it takes two persons to make problem in the relationship, and it takes two persons to make the relationship work. Sometimes we're too biased. We don't want to talk the bad things that we are doing. We talk about what the other person is doing only, and we don't talk about our contribution to it too. All right? And that may I talk about today. As we say, we could drive and talk. That's what I talk about today. We have to be honest because listen, if you want a solution, honesty I go break it. I go break every problem. Once we go honest, we will get to the bottom of everything and that's how we can get solution. That's how situation can fix. If we just skim on the top and just keep on skimming on the top, down at the bottom the surface, not now they go from down there. So if you find that you have problem in the relationship, examine yourself. See where you contributing, where you going wrong, how you can fix yourself so you can meet the other person halfway. So when them fix for themselves now, they can have two whole person. All right? Let us be honest and let us work on ourselves because a lot of us have some cultural fault in us, some deep embedded fault in our way that we pass on from our parents and so on, so on, so on. Just like me go talk on this side now, like how some woman, yeah, they just feel like say the man to work and pay for all of the bills then. Just like a based on that part there. And them not to contribute nothing and the whole of the money must just bank in at the bank. No. Him have feelings too. Him have needs too. Him have things he want to do too. So you meet him halfway now, or a quarter way, or one third. You understand? Meet him somewhere. Take one of the bills them. Take two of the bills if you can afford it. Do something too. Another thing again, you have some of the man them, yeah? You are work, them are work. Then come home, then sit down with in the living room with the remote in them and then when things say them can't sit on one pot, they not can't catch for water in it and say them cook something. Cause you gonna work with the kitchen and the pot them and the pan them, everything you gonna work with. You understand? No. You meet each other halfway to make a relationship work. And when your wife or the woman have less work and the man have less work, the two of you can spend more time together. Trust me. And you're happier together and the relationship can sandwich together and work and nice together. Yeah. You understand? Some women have that mentality, especially from back home. They feel like a man must just spend, 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 and then you put them money at the bank. Why? No, you must have your part of your plate too. But the man must be the head. He must know certain things, but the woman can contribute. The woman can help. The woman can play her part as well. All right? So it's a like a Friday evening chat. Anyone want to comment or say anything? Welcome comment, you know. I welcome anything that you guys have to tell. If you don't agree, you can proceed and agree too. You don't have to agree with everything I'm say. I'm in a biased way that that's me I go feel no way. Because everyone have an opinion and you're entitled to use it, right? So if you feel like what I'm saying you don't agree with it, say it. If you agree with it, say it. Yeah, the same. Yes, guys. So I'm gonna take a break now because obviously it's not too long, you know. I mean, I see nobody else, you know. It's like say me just a talk so. And you look at talking, just go waste so. You know what waste the talk? Mm-mm. I go buy some cleaning product and go clean my house. You know what waste my talk, you know? Mm-mm. I go a little go get some cleaning product. We can go and go clean out the kitchen. Mm-hmm. No, man, me no want waste my talk, guys. Anyway, me appreciate all of you. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Friday evening to every one of you guys. Hope you have a good afternoon and a beautiful and lovely weekend. Yes, today look a bit sunny, look a bit luscious and nice. Or we can go Aldi, man, I have to go around this and come. We can go Aldi. Go buy it. Yes. Yes, Pete. So take care. I talk to myself enough. I'm not talk no more. I'm not see nobody coming.